I wonder what my schedule looks like today. Chelsea? 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 Unbelievable. What kind of secretary can't even respond when? Chelsea, sorry, I didn't know you were coming in.
Yeah, well, I heard my name a few times and it kept getting louder, which was distracting me from my phone.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were on the phone with the patient. What did the patient want? Chelsea, which patient were you speaking with?
Did you say something? I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to make sure my clan didn't screw up the war we're in.
What are you talking about?
It's a game on my phone. You wouldn't understand. So if you don't need me for anything, I'm going to get back to my clan.
Actually, Chelsea, as my secretary, instead of playing games on your phone, I'd rather you be doing your job.
And I'd rather have a competent clan who can win us a war and knows how to make a good death.
I think I need to find a new secretary.
Your first appointment has been sitting in the lobby for a bit. Shall I let them in, or do you want to hire someone new to welcome and guide every person that walks into this office?
You heard that?
I hear everything.
This is so stupid, Mom. Why are we even here? We're here because our family needs help. Well, actually, it's more you, and we both know that your father wouldn't come to anything like this, so that's why I'm here, to make sure that you get the help you need.
That is so considerate of you, Mom, but the only help I need is help finding a new family.
Help yourself to a seat. Hi, I'm Dr. Heron.
Sorry about that display, but I'm sure you've seen worse introductions. So that's my daughter, Nadia, and if you haven't noticed, she's a real pain to deal with.
I understand how hard it can be when parents and children don't see eye to eye, so I'm really glad that you guys came together. We can just get to know each other and try a few exercises. Take it really easy for our first session. Hi, my name's Dr. Heron. What's your name?
Nadia.
Nadia, that's a beautiful name. You really gave your daughter a beautiful name.
Nadia, when someone's introducing themselves, it's always polite to stand up and greet them.
That's okay, she doesn't need to stand. I'm pretty laid back.
Dr. Heron, this isn't about being laid back. It's about how my daughter doesn't know her manners.
Actually, Dr. Heron, if you really want to know about beautiful names and manners, I can tell you that things were so good growing up that until I was 10 years old, I thought my name was Shut Up.
That is not true. I am so sorry, Dr. Heron, but my daughter loves to exaggerate. For you see, Nadia is one of those kids who likes to learn things the hard way.
This is really good. I'd like to hear more. Please have a seat. Let's continue. And let me grab my notebook so I can write this all down.
As I was saying, Nadia will learn things the hard way. She's been like this her whole life.
That isn't true.
Oh, really? So when you were younger and I said, don't touch the stove because it was hot, what did you do? You touched the stove and burnt your hand. That was you learning things the hard way.
That was only one time. Not everything I learn is the hard way.
Remember the time you got sick to your stomach from eating all that candy? It was Halloween, and she just got back from trick-or-treating. When she got home, she wanted to eat all her candy from that night. I said, Nadia, you cannot do that because you'll get sick. Sure enough, she ate all her candy, got sick to her stomach, and had to learn that lesson the hard way.
Oh, please. What kid hasn't eaten all their candy on Halloween?
I have more, don't you worry. When you were first learning how to swim, you wanted to jump right into the deep end, and I said, Nadia, you cannot do that because you'll sink to the bottom and drown. Sure enough, you jumped right in and sunk to the bottom. Thankfully, there was a lifeguard there to help pull you out.
That is nowhere near as bad as when Dad took me fishing for the first time. I'll never forget. After 15 minutes, he finally let me back into the boat.
This is really good stuff. I'm starting to understand the dynamic your family has. You two may be more alike than you think.
Excuse me? She's nothing like me or my husband.
That isn't true. You say I like to learn things the hard way? Well, I clearly get that from you. Remember when you put me in charge of watching over my younger brother for the night? You specifically said to have no parties and to make sure that he went to bed on time. And what happened?
We got a call from the police at 11:30 saying that there was a fire at our house and they just broke up a party with a lot of underage drinking.
Which meant putting me in charge? You had to learn things the hard way.
Oh, you see, this is what I'm talking about, Dr. Heron. She has no respect for her elders.
Sometimes when we're trying to find respect from others, we need to respect them the same way as we would want to be treated. It seems Nadia doesn't respect you as a parent, which means maybe you need to respect her as a person.
That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. She should respect me because I'm her mother.
What are you guys talking about over there? I bet it's something bad about me.
I have an idea. Just hear me out. Nadia, does it feel like you don't get any respect from your parents?
Yeah, that would be putting it lightly. I do anything to get any respect, but instead I get none.
I totally understand. I was your age once. My parents were always on my case. I went to them one day and I said, I want a little R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me? You don't know that song, do you?
No, I do. Everyone knows that song, but you were just being lame. What do you think this is? Some kind of musical where we sing a song about respect and all of a sudden my issues are solved?
Not really. I was just trying to be cool, you know, hip with the young crowd.
Well, you're not.
Well, that was uncalled for. But you know what? That's okay. What I really would like to try is a little role reversal. I'm going to get you and your mom to act out a scene to help the both of you understand each other better.
You're going to what?
I'm going to get the two of you to act out a scenario from your everyday life. The only difference is, Nadia, I want you to act how your mom acts when you're doing something. So, while your mom's pretending to do a task, you will do whatever it is that she does that makes you feel so upset.
We can try, but what tasks do I do?
What do you do for Nadia every day?
Nothing.
Nadia! I make her breakfast.
All right, now we have something. So, you'll be making breakfast, and Nadia, you act how your mother does when you're completing a task.
All right, turn on the oven. Let's go. Oh my goodness, hurry up. Okay, put a little bit of butter on the pan. Oh my God, are you even listening to me? Okay, hurry up, let's go. You're gonna have to flip them, let's go, hurry up. Oh my God. Okay, use the salt. Let's go, use the salt. The salt!
Nadia, what are you doing? It sounds as though you don't think I know how to cook a couple eggs.
I just wanted you to know how it feels when I'm driving with you in the car.
This is ridiculous. We are done here. You are a terrible therapist. Nadia, let's go.
There's my mother for you. Always learning things the hard way.
Well, that was not a good start to the day. If this is the kind of day I'm going to be having, I may need to see a therapist. Haha.
Dr. Heron, can I come in for my appointment now?
Aren't you a little early? I may have other patients I need to see.
But this is an emergency. I feel so alone.
Kate, you don't have to feel alone because you have lots of people in your life.
You don't understand what it's like to be alone.
Actually, Kate, many people cherish their alone time. In fact, some people give anything to be alone.
Yes, but those people already have someone in their life already. Sadly, I will be forever alone.
Kate, what did we talk about last session about you thinking you'll be forever alone? You can't have that attitude, and you need to get out there and meet some new people. How about those dating apps go that we downloaded on your phone? You must have found someone to talk to.
Oh, Dr. Heron, if only you understood the digital dating world. It's even worse than the real one. Not only did I not find any matches, but I saw many men who I felt would be great candidates to be my lover. And yet I felt worse, knowing they did not have any interest in me. No matter how hard to swipe right to them, it was not left, it was wrong. And because of this, I will be forever alone.
I thought I'd let you know that I happily work early tonight.
Chelsea, this isn't the time right now.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you, but because I'm such a great secretary, I felt it was my duty to deliver the message to you that I'm leaving work early.
Oh my God, Kate, I'm so sorry. Just give me a second. Does this have to do with your plan?
No, they don't deserve me giving up my free time.
But you're not giving up your free time. You're giving up your working hours.
I don't think you heard me. I'm leaving work early, which means it'll be my free time. Besides, if you must know, I have to get ready for 5 different dates.
5 dates?
Did I just hear 5 dates?
You heard correctly. And I know what you're thinking. How can someone as amazing as me only have 5 dates tonight? Well, truth be told, I wanted to play hard to get with 15 other guys I'm talking to on this dating app. Sometimes I don't know how to handle it. The notifications just keep coming.
You have potentially 20 guys from a dating app, and I can't even get one? I knew it. I meant to be forever alone.
At least you won't be the only one who will be forever alone in this world. I mean, the doctor does a pretty great job being single, too.
I'll have you know that I'm single by choice.
Yeah. Too bad it's not by your choice. So you two keep doing what you're doing. And when you leave and I'm not here tonight, it's because I left early to go on my dates.
She really knows how to make you feel good about yourself.
At least you have one to talk to in your life, unlike me, who always be forever.
Not alone. And even if want to be with someone for the sake of being with them. Besides, haven't you heard of the 3 rings of marriage?
I thought there were only 2 rings, an engagement ring and a wedding ring. Unless you're talking about a promise ring.
A promise ring is not the 3rd ring of marriage. Any guy who gives you a promise ring is just too scared to commit. It's a consolation prize at best. Besides, the 3 rings of marriage are simple. First you have your engagement ring, next you have your wedding ring, and finally you have your suffering.
Even if things in the marriage do seem bad, at least you won't feel alone.
That's not the point, Kate. It was just a joke.
I see.
Kate, where are you going?
Apparently, my love life to you is nothing more than a joke. Clearly, you have no knowledge of the heart, and it is no wonder you will always be forever alone.
She was a hopeless patient anyways, but on the plus side, she did come early, which means maybe all of us will get to go home early today. Stupid Chelsea, thinking she knows everything? I really should consider hiring a better secretary.
Man, I couldn't agree more. I always got lost trying to find your office.
Can I help you?
I sure hope you can. That's why I'm here. I'll be honest. It isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
Beds. Oh, the comfort ones at that.
And you are?
Bobby, nice to meet you.
I don't think I have any Bobbies on my schedule for today, but I could be wrong. Let me go check.
Oh my god! Look at this!
What?
This is incredible! Someone put Toonie in the couch! Finders keepers, losers weepers.
You can have that. I'm going to check my schedule.
Do you see this?
It's a toonie. Nothing special about it.
I've never noticed this before. It's groundbreaking. If you take the polar bear side of the toonie and then flip it upside down, you no longer have a polar bear. Instead, you have a group of penguins standing on an iceberg. This is unbelievable. I'm like the Canadian version of Christopher Columbus.
I wouldn't go that far, but just give me a second to check my schedule.
Sweet baby Jesus!
What happened?
If you thought the penguin was insane, wait until you get a load of this. If I turn the coin 90 degrees and cover the polar bear's head with my thumb, it turns into a freaking dinosaur. I'm talking T-Rex, baby! Silly Dr. Grant. Velociraptors aren't birds.
You know what, Bobby? I think you could use my help. Help yourself to a seat.
Thanks, I can keep this, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
So, tell me, Bobby, what are you looking for? What kind of help can I provide you?
Well, if I'm being honest, I think it has a lot to do with my sleep. But I think coming here a few times a month will really help. You see, I got this really bad kink in my neck, and I don't know if it's pillows or position, but either way, do you think you can work the knots out?
I'm confused. What are you looking for?
To get these kinks out of my neck. I figured you could just work your magic and rub them out.
Bobby, do you know what I do?
You're a therapist?
Yes, but not the kind you think. I'm a psychologist.
Shut the front door! You're psychic? This is blowing my mind. Wait. Are you gonna blow my mind?
No, that's not how this works.
Oh, you're like Professor X. Hello, Charles. You won't be getting in here.
That's not true.
The truth is, there is no spoon.
No, that's just ridiculous. You're mixing up 2 movie references.
Oh my god. You're inside my head. How did you know I was referencing movies?
Bobby, I'm not inside your mind. Those were 2 obvious movie references that you misquoted. I think you should leave.
Shut up and get out of my head. I was just thinking about leaving.
Bobby, I'm not in your mind. I think you should go. What are you doing?
I thought you were going to push me out the door using your telekinetic force.
I do not have powers. Now get out. What an idiot. It takes a real kind of special to not only go into the wrong therapy, but to think a psychologist is a psychic. I think I'm going to need a drink after this one.
Just go in already, Morty.
No, I'm not going in. It is rude to do so without permission.
Morty, she's expecting us. It isn't rude.
It is still rude. I mean, what if she has someone in there? She'll come and get us when she's ready.
Maybe it can get worse. I could just leave them out there. If I don't go get them, then they won't come in.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Oh, don't do it, Agnes. You gotta be polite and wait. I'm sure the secretary will show up and let us in.
Oh, of course you want to wait for that cute secretary. You've always liked looking at her every time we come here. You know what? I will drag you into this office if I need to, because at least the therapist isn't good looking and I won't have to worry about checking her out too.
I don't think they know that I can hear them. I really hope she doesn't actually drag them in. I shouldn't have said anything.
What are you doing? This is physical abuse.
Oh,
I should call the cops on you.
you want to see abuse? I'll give you a reason to call the cops.
Morty, Agnes, this is not how you should be acting. Stop this at once.
Dr. Heron, you don't need to lecture us like children. Well, maybe Morty because he acts like a child. But I am a mature adult.
The only thing mature about you is your body. You know, I wish I could say you were like a wine, but instead of getting better with age, you've turned sour like vinegar.
Want some advice? Never get married. But I don't think you'll have to worry about that.
Why does everyone think I can't get a date? I'll have you know some people find me attractive.
It's okay, honey. You keep telling yourself that.
Can we just get this session started? I think we should worry less about my personal life and more of yours and Maury's marriage.
Maybe we should get out the foam bats and start with some physical therapy.
I'd be okay with that. But the only problem is, even if I hit you, there isn't anything that can knock some sense into you.
We will not be doing any physical therapy today. What we need to talk about is why you come back every week and I see no progress in your relationship. You two have been married for 10 years. That's a long time to be fighting.
You see, the truth is, we're fighting about the bathroom. All Agnes does is complain about the bathroom and how I use it.
It's because he is always leaving the seat up. And next thing you know, I go sit on the toilet and my butt gets soaked.
I've been there. That feeling's the worst. Morty, why can't you just put the seat down when you're done?
You know what I say to you? Why do you gotta fall in? You see, I look down before I pee, so why can't you? What do you think I'm gonna do? Just walk in there, drop my drawers, not look down, dangle it all free, really? You see, there are 3 layers to the toilet. First you have the bowl, then you got the seat, and then you got the lid. I have a 2 out of 3 chance of not looking down and still getting it in the hole. Those are good odds, yet I still look down. You, on the other hand, have a 1 in 3 chance of not looking down and not falling in. Those are terrible odds. You have to look down before you sit. It's like crossing the street. You always look both ways.
You know my eyes aren't that good. What if I was blind in my right eye and couldn't look both ways?
Even if you're blind in your right eye, you just look left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you're good to go.
See, this is what I have to deal with on the daily. Morty thinks he's always right and can do no wrong.
Oh, that is not true. I can at least admit that I'm wrong. You know, you're not so perfect either.
Oh yeah? What do you think I do wrong?
You fart in your sleep.
You think this is funny?
This isn't a joke. You do it all the time. I can't even get under the sheets without the risk of facing a Dutch oven. Sheets are meant to protect you, not hurt you. If I'm scared at night, I want to get underneath those sheets, but not if there's a fart stinking it up.
If you keep this up, the monster in the closet will be the least of your worries.
Agnes, please settle down and let's hear Morty out.
Oh, it goes beyond a mere monster in the closet. Just the other night, when I was lying in bed, I heard a strange noise coming from downstairs, and it scared me so bad that I just wanted to get underneath those sheets to protect myself. But no, Agnes farted and stunk up the bed. have to choose which is the greatest threat, the mystery noises coming from downstairs, or the noises coming from her bum. Needless to say, I spent the remainder of my night with a baseball bat behind a door. So some battles just can't be won.
Oh, you want to talk about battles that can't be won? You're in one right now. Morty, we are getting out of here.
Oh, Dr. Heron, help me, please! Save me! I can only hold my breath for so long!
Have any breath by the time we get home.
This is just too much for one day. I think I need to go home and start fresh in the morning. I'm really glad you could find time in your schedule to come in this morning.
Yeah, no problem. It's just, I was a little bit nervous because I've never done anything like this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but it is different when you come into a new environment.
You're right. So, how do we start this? Where do I sit?
Take my seat and let's begin.
All right. So, tell me about your problems. When did the stress begin?